it's seemingly becoming the new norm. So my question to you is, how do we counter any of these activities from happening again? Because it's really saddening, it's scary. I'm just imagining if my nephew, brother, sister, or friend, or even that person who I don't really relate with very well, just being carried away. And I'm seeing guys in plain clothes, masked, taking people, and you're like 10, 15 people who can actually do something. What can I do as a citizen or a Kenyan in this state of a juncture, given the fact that we say lazima tuheshimu sheria? Thanks.
Can I answer? Okay, I don't see anyone. So KD, I don't know if you remember during the height of Maandamano and they had gone to the counties, and we saw in Kericho and we saw in Kakamega that the governors of those counties armed a militia group with rungus. When the people decided to defend themselves and take away those rungus, they didn't talk about it. They talked about, I know I was in forums where I was talking to people in Kakamega, and I was like, what are you guys going to do about it? And they said they will take care of it, and they took care of it. And the reason I'm saying that is the other day I was talking to artists, and I was telling them, start writing skits. The ones who write comedy like Crazy Kenyan does a great job, kuhamasisha wananchi about stepping up when someone is being abducted. Now, I'm saying if you're a person who is very loud, you need to tell people that you live within the plot that in case mkiona watu wakikuja kuvunja mlango yangu, do 1, 2, 3. And that's where now defending that person comes. But if you start shouting, tutakuwa armed, tutakuwa nini, then you put the person you're trying to save at risk. It's been done. Self-defense is catered for. But when you start talking about it so loudly, you'll be told you're forming a militia group. So if you want to protect people, those are strategies that are not discussed online. But in terms of kuhamasisha wananchi, where I live, I have told people, if you ever see a vehicle come here for me, it's not a good sign. And I know I'm living in a community where people can actually protect you. But the other days I'm in a different location and I don't know what's going to happen to you. So it's one-on-one. I had a meeting with somebody who was trained about safety because they are very, very active. This lady is so fiery. She belongs to a movement where you see Kena Julius Kamau. So first thing they teach you, do not sit in a restaurant with your back behind against a wall. I mean, all those strategies they teach you. But if for sure you want to help people in Kericho and Kakamega, to disarm those people who are armed by the state, because the state has a monopoly of violence, but it does not have a monopoly of the mob. So we can work on the mob. We can now do civic education around stop watching as people are being abducted. Without coming, that is the energy we should apply. How do we use the citizens as our security? But I'm telling you, if you come on these platforms and you discuss how you'll arm yourselves, some of you use pseudonyms, you don't have your faces. I don't want you to risk KOT's life. Protect him, call him, say, okay, mzee, najua unaendanga field. What do you do when you're in the field? Say, I could use 5 border guys as my security. That can be arranged quietly without shouting about it, because the enemy plans quietly to harm us. That's my take on it, because I am consciously aware of the dangers involved, but I'm not afraid even of being bundled in a vehicle and be taken away. But I would want people to know it is wrong. There are communities that step up. There are others that don't. If you're in Nairobi CBD, you're in danger. If you're in this community, you're in danger. If you're among the Kisis, maybe you're safe. If you're among the Merus, you're safe. If you're in Nyanza, I'm not stereotyping. I just know there are some communities that are more passive than others. So let's know our country and how these dynamics work. And let's keep talking, but let's not get riled up in a way that doesn't help us. Again, I repeat, KOT is always putting himself out there. Offer him security. Anybody who is very vocal, look for those people, support them, because those are the warriors of this revolution. That's just my 5 cents.
Okay. Thank you so much, Redemptor. Hey, Gadi, have you rectified your mic? Your mic?
I've tried, but I'm not sure kama bado iko na feedback ama iko sawa. I don't know.
Iko sawa, sasa you can take it up.
Okay. Thank you. So, Redemptor, thank you so much for that powerful response. I think new speakers are Salome and Ras the fireman. So we can start with Salome and then tutaenda kwa Ras. Hi, Salome.
Hi, how are you? How are you doing, good people? I think you're doing great. I greet everybody. Yes, mnajua zangu ni zile za kugonga kabisa. These people are very long to us and we should not go in peace to them. But you know what? Gen Z and Millennium, you know we are jungle police. You know what I mean? It's not a must we pull up our strategies here, but we know what we are doing behind the screen. Mumeona vile wametufanyia. And you have seen what they are doing there in the judiciary. We don't have a government. We don't have a president. We are standing alone, Kenyans. And this is our time to stand and pull up our standard, tall and high, and fight for our country. And we give full life to our constitutional law of Kenya to be used as a guidance in this great nation. Ruto sio president wetu in the real sense. Anawezaje kuwa president wetu na hakuna kitu ana prevent in the state of judicial killing? By the time tulienda kule kwa street, there are those heroes who have been killed, other adapted and other tortured. From that date, mshaangalia profile ya huyo mtu mnaita president wene, ashaweka kitu kimoja hivi kusema I'm very sorry to those who have been victimized. He always play the victimized card. Ye hakuna mahali anatambua mwananchi wa kawaida or the next generation. This is not the time ati kunyamaza sijui we go with the peace. No peace. This is the time we go full force. Hakuna kurudi nyuma we know what will be adapted. No. We have give away our life. We fight for the soul of the nation. But if we give a chance to this law government, I'm telling you, wakimaliza hii muhula wa kwanza, the next term, our constitutional law will be changed. Na hakuna mahali mwananchi wa kawaida atakuwa anajitetea. Mwanzo ile article 1, power belong to the people, itaondolewa. Article 75 itaondolewa. Article 37 itaondolewa. Hakuna mahali mwananchi wa kawaida atasimama. Unaona siku hizi watu wanashikwa, wanakuwa detained, hata hawapeleki kotini. Kama huyu Ayuko, mnajua yuko wapi? Auko, sorry. Do you know where she is now? You don't know. We have taken back to 1982, dark days where people have been arrested, not taken to, they are not linked to the court, and they wanakuwa tried, wanakuwa detained, wanaenda kuteswa huko hamjui wako wapi. This is the time now we pull up again to the street. Our guards are still up, tusisikie uoga. And this time we have a very big backup. Let's take the chance. Wacha tuchukue hii chance, tuungane sisi pamoja tuende. Juu tukikosa kujitetea at this time, I'm telling you my fellow Kenyans, akimaliza huu muhula, he will rule more than those 10 years. Mwacheni hapo anasema ati I will protect the constitutional law about the limit of the president to stay in the office. Hiyo ni kuongea, na mnajua Ruto vile anaongeanga, he is a chameleon. Anaweza sema yes leo, kesho anasema no. Anawaangalia nyinyi kuwapima. So let's pull up again to the street. And we know we are jungle police. Do you know about jungle rules? I know you know them. Let's deal with them the way they are dealing with us, ruthlessly. Tusiende hapo na maji, sijui bendera, sijui nini. Face your fear or you get the hell out of the way.
Okay, thank you, Salome, for your submission. Next ni Ras.
Okay, good evening, afternoon, wherever you are. Sina mambo mengi sana ya sahi na resume